Today we're gonna be talking about the Serayah and Joey B breakup, and want to talk about, should you leave a man for cheating? That's the topic of today. Hey, how you doing, no Emily? Hey, how you doing, ladies? So the topic is, I came back like I said, y'all, I would. So the topic is, should you leave a man for cheating? Y'all let me know what y'all think. Okay, because that is the topic. All right, hey, how you doing, Miss Cerise? Hey, how you doing, Miss Brown Sugar, Miss Zuri, Miss Amy, Miss Alina? I know yesterday when we were on live, anybody that was here, um, I think it was Calandra said that it was a lot of women saying that Serayah should have stayed. Serayah should have stayed, and I feel like anybody that would tell this woman to stay with somebody playing in her face to the degree that he was, I think you don't got no self-esteem. You know what I'm saying about yourself? Because I don't think a woman should stay, right? By getting cheated on. I think anytime a man cheats, the woman should leave. But I'm going to tell you right now, let's just say there was no cheating, right? But I caught my man on the phone with another woman talking about me. We're already done. You're already dismissed because of that. Because why in the world would you be on the phone talking about me to another woman, and she's talking about me, you talking about me? That means I can't trust you. That means like you a really, really bogus dude to do that. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, hey, how you doing, Calandra?
Hey Trigger, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Yes, these women were out here saying that wasn't a reason to break up a family. That boy needs his daddy in the home. Why would she do that? All men cheat. She's not gonna, like, some of the things I heard women saying was kind of like, the standards are deeply in, like, are just no standards at all. Because okay, yeah, they have a child together, but she should not accept that, because her son is gonna see that, and how kids see their parents get treated. Sometimes they go when they're older and find those same relationships, and I don't think that she should allow her son to see that. I disagree with that. I think you should leave a man for cheating, especially when he's cheating on her in her postpartum period. I don't even think her son is one yet. Like, and to be on the phone talking about other women, I think that you know what I'm saying, that's low down. And I think, to respond to the comments, I don't think that if people do you wrong, you are responsible for protecting their reputation. That's probably like a hot take. I feel like if somebody break your heart and do you the wrong way, I do feel like you have a right to air them out, because they broke your heart and didn't think about your feelings.
I definitely agree with you when it comes to that, because I saw a clip, right, of Joe Budden, and some of the men were like, her going online, you know what I'm saying, and saying something about it. And then another dude was like, he was like, yeah, because we men, we can't take being cheated on. We can't take having our feelings hurt like that, even if we were cheating. But women, they can take it. And my thing is, who the heck told you that women can take it? Who the heck told you that women accept that? But this idea that men can think that is because men look at it like, if you stay, it ain't that big a deal, because they know if you did it, they will leave you. And that really, in my opinion, is the reason why they feel the way they feel. Because the man is not listening to nothing that you say, none of your emotions on how you're saying that you feel, none of that. The only way anything is going to get to him about understanding the seriousness, maybe, and this is just a maybe, is if you go and you leave. That's it. You staying, you still having smacks with him, you letting him spin the block and all of that. He's never going to think what he did was that major. He's always going to think that you can deal with it because you stayed. And I am so disgusted that so many women have adopted this ideology that, because any other time it's like, oh, women are supposed to submit to men, women are supposed to listen to men are stronger than men. I mean, men are stronger than women. So this is the reason why we're supposed to be able to tell you what to do. Do da 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 da. Now, any other time, y'all stronger than women. But when it comes to you want to play in somebody's face or hurt their feelings or betray them or do them dirty, now women are so much stronger. Women are stronger. Women are stronger than you. When, what's in the Bible? What do you, Empress? What's in the Bible, sister? Let me know if you want to send a request up,
Can I
please.
respond? Can I respond to something? Can I respond to something? One thing.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
I just wanted to say that the problem with the all men cheat philosophy crew is that when you accept, the problem is that women are more inclined to accept things than men, and so therefore men think it's okay. A man will never stay with a woman that got pregnant by somebody else, and it's like he would be out the door. And I think that the problem is not enough women stay on code with certain things.
All right, I got you. Kalandra. So, Miss Empress, I think I might not have understood what you were saying. Could you elaborate on what you were saying?
That all men cheat.
Oh, you're okay, so can you tell me the scripture in the Bible that says that all men cheat?
Okay, 1 second.
Okay.
Can I
All
say
right.
something real quick,
Empress is
Trish?
going to get that scripture. So, which I believe should be gone forever, but I'm gonna go down there to Alina so that she can get there because she was up here first, and then I'll go to Brown Sugar. Go ahead, Alina.
Hello, everyone. So
Hey.
before I, make my statement, I want to make the statement, which is extremely important. Because of women like Serayah and many other women, I have decided a long, long time ago to literally remove myself from the girls, and women empowerment BS because some women are just so stupid, right? I'm sorry, but Serayah wasn't even supposed to be with a person like Joey Badass. She went from dating Jacob Lattimore, which, I mean, he's not any better than Joey Badass, but Joey Badass, a rapper from 2012 from Brooklyn who never made it big. Like, you had such a big career. You decided to be a baby mama. So he only got engaged to Serayah because she had the baby. And, he needed to save Serayah's image. This was expected. You can't make a husband out of a man like Joey Badass. She knew better. And it's just crazy how, there are these stupid women that are out here saying, why did you leave him? All men cheat. So what? So accept the bare minimum because most men cheat. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. It's a crazy world out here. And, all of this happening, it just further shows you how, in deep shit that we are in and how most women are lost and that most women are stupid. And that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Okay, all right, I got you, Alina. Okay, so let me say this. I I feel like Serayah. Well, if anybody knows anything about her, because I know that a lot of people may not know about her, but she was with Jacob Lattimore, who a lot of people consider to be the so-called good guy. She said that she was with that man for 4 years and was wanting him to commit to her, and he wasn't willing to do it. She said she asked him like, "Hey, what are we doing after 3 or 4 years?" And he was like, they're chilling. So I think that she was ready for marriage and a family, and Jacob Lattimore was not willing to do that, and she wasted so much time. So I think a lot of women, and probably the majority of women, have made some type of mistake in impatience, wanting to make the fetch happen. So of course, no, she shouldn't have been with a man like Joey at all, seeing as though he was everywhere talking about polygamy. And a man that ever brings up polygamy is never going to be a man that you want to be with at all. But I do give her grace because I think she did what a lot of women do, which is trying to hurry up and get what society says that they're supposed to have. Empress, could you please come back up, sis? I'll let you speak now, and the other ladies will have to wait. Sorry I started talking in response to what Alina said. I should have just let you go right away. But if you're still here, go ahead. I'm gonna let you speak. Okay, so go ahead, sis. You got the scripture, and then I also noticed that you said polygamy benefits women, so maybe you can answer all of those questions I have and tell me. You can go ahead though. I'll set your timer, and you can go ahead, sis. You there, Empress? Okay.
Oh, yes. So starting off with how polygamy benefits women. I think, for one, I think women are just conditioned to be possessive over a man when that's just literally like, that's just unrealistic. Because I feel like it's just better to be open-minded about letting a man be with another woman than just thinking, oh, he's my man and now he's my
Why
property.
is that? How does that benefit you?
You could have another woman in the home that can take care of him when you don't want to.
Okay. What if you don't mind taking care of your husband? So then what the benefit to be?
You could have someone else in the home to cook and help clean, take care of the kids.
What if y'all both cook and
That's
clean?
why I feel like when a man has multiple baby mamas, that's natural.
You trolling me, Empress?
He's supposed to be with one woman for the rest of his life?
Empress, you trolling me? Are you trolling me, Empress?
No.
Okay.
I'm
I'm just
more
saying.
women should be open to it.
Okay. All right.
At least be open to it.
Yeah. Did you have any factual basis? Like, how long have you been in a polygamous relationship?
I'm not in one. I'm just open to one.
Okay. Where are the polygamous women that you know that have extreme benefits? Like they're living in like luxury with millions of dollars in homes and stuff like that. Do you know any women like that?
Yes, I know a few.
Okay. How many women would you say you know like that?
About 2 to 3.
Okay. All right. Let me just say, I mean, I don't know if I necessarily believe that. I mean, you did tell me that, you had the scriptures that says that in the Bible that all men are cheaters, which is not true. And then you mentioned it being in the Old Testament, which once again, I don't even know why people even bring up the Old Testament, because the Old Testament is Old Testament for a reason, but it doesn't say that in the Old Testament
It's promoted in
either.
multiple religions, though. It's promoted
I'm
in
not talking about multiple religions. You said the Bible. It's not in the Bible at all. The Bible talks about cheating. It prohibits adultery. You talk about Exodus 20:14, where it talks about adultery is a direct sin. If you talk about, in another scripture, Proverbs 6:32, where they talk about a person committing adultery, they lack sense and they're bringing self-destruction. So it's just like, I really need people to like actually read the Bible before they say things like that about things that, I don't know, like you're uneducated about. But beyond that, I feel like women that say that women should be in polygamous relationships and advocate for that are just basically women that feel like they can't get a man to be faithful to them. And I really think that that's really like the picture of being male centered, is that you don't have enough like strength and power and womanhood to settle for somebody that's going to treat you correctly and be just for you. But because you're so man hungry, you're just say, hey, you know what? I need a man so bad, it doesn't matter. It don't matter if he cheat on me. It don't matter if I have to share him with a million different women. It doesn't matter if he's got a stable of us in his house, cooking and cleaning and being at his beck and command. Like, that's actually ridiculous, because you will never hear men talk about this for the most part. Now, I'm not saying there's not some men that are into being like,
because
I guess like a
men and women
cuck
are
would be the word.
biologically
Just a
different.
minute. A cuck or something like that, where they are there with multiple men, and then it's just a woman there, having a man do all these things for her. But those things are very rare. And I just don't
That's called
understand.
polyandry.
Um, Polyandry, what is it? Polyamory, polygamous relationships, regardless, any of those things, in my opinion, are most of the time rooted in either some type of sexual dysfunction, some type of mental disorders or personality disorders that need to be worked out, lack of self-control, or most importantly, because women are usually doing this, women that have low self-esteem and don't feel like they can get the man that they really want. Because if you truly think that all men cheat, then that means that all men have bad character. And so why would you ever want to link up and build a family with somebody that has piss poor character? You would be better served getting your education, getting a job, living your life on your own terms, building a community with like-minded women, or building a connection with your family members, sisters, moms, brothers, etc., etc. Why would you want to be with a man that you know doesn't have any loyalty and has piss poor character? I think women underestimate how powerful it is who you decide to connect your life with. You choosing the wrong person in your life can make your life go down. It can cause your life to be ended. Or if you choose the right, correct person, it can elevate your life. So I just want any women to listen to this to understand that choosing a man with bad character off rip is crazy. Now, I don't think that all men cheat. Okay, I've been married for, it'll be almost 20 years here. I don't think that all men cheat at all. But what I'm saying is, if you do, why are you with men at all? That's something that you want to, maybe speak to with a therapist or something. But go ahead, Empress. Was you about to say something?
Oh, no, that was all.
Okay. All right. I got you. Well, have a great day, sis, and I appreciate you for coming up. Let me go down here to Brown Sugar. Go ahead, Brown Sugar.
Hey Trig, that was actually exhausting to hear. I don't understand why the Bible keeps getting brought up when literally in the 10 Commandments it says, "Thou shalt not commit adultery." So, I mean, which scripture, I want to know which scripture it was. She never quoted which scripture she was talking about, but it literally in the 10 Commandments, it says, "Thou shalt not commit adultery." So that applies to both men and women. So I just don't understand how, because someone has a penis and balls, all of a sudden they are much better than a woman, that they are allowed to have multiple women to cater to them, have sex with them, and just because they have a penis and balls, that's it. Like that's literally the only reason why, and it's so misogynistic, and I don't like to see black women, feel that way. And honestly, I really think that when black women or just women in general talk about that poly stuff, I instantly lose some respect for you, because in my eyes, I look at you like you weak, because you don't believe that you're beautiful enough that one man will want to be with you and treat you like his queen and take care of you and not have multiple women around because he feel like it. You don't feel like that girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really want black women to have more self-esteem about themselves, because that's crazy. I would go crazy if my man feel like he need multiple women. You're not going to be my man, because in my head, I feel like I'm that girl. And if I'm not enough, then we're not going to be together, period. That's it. We're done. So I really think that Serayah, going back to the topic, Serayah did the best thing that she could with breaking up with him. How she did it, that's her business. But you know what I'm saying? Like, she's a cautionary tale. I feel like black women can learn from her experience and know not to make that mistake again. I think, Trig, you said it in the video. Just because you have a poor relationship with the man prior, like how she had with Jacob Lattimore, don't rush into another situation with another man trying to fix that hole that you have, or trying to soothe your ego. At sometimes, like, you may not jump into a relationship with a man immediately. Just stay to yourself. Go on trips. Make some money. Get a new job. Do something that helps you feel better, because feeling that hole that you have, or whatever insecurities that you have, a man can never do that for you. You can only do that for yourself, ladies. So that's what I wanted to say. Thank you.
All right, no problem, Brown Sugar. And I also wanted to say real quick, and then I'm going to go up here to ARV. I wanted to say that a lot of women also get caught up in looking for the bad boy, the so-called dangerous guy that it seems like no woman can put on lockdown. And I really think that a lot of women are programmed to look at that, because you have men that say, oh, these black women or these women in general, they want the bad guy. But I really do believe that it's like a program that has been put in a lot of women that, okay, if he acts disinterested or he's done this to this previous woman, if you're the lady that's able to tame him, then you've achieved the prize. But in the reality, realistically speaking, you're never going to conquer or tame a man like that. You may be able to get him to pretend and put on a facade for a little bit, but the moment that relationship starts going or it gets tested in some way, like in her case, having a baby, being pregnant, once he feel like, oh, okay, now you're connected to me, I put my stamp on you, then you're going to see the real deal in that man's behavior. So I really think that women have got to start avoiding men that present like Joey Badass or whatever, because anybody can see that this is a man that's going to have your edges in the sink when you're combing your hair in the morning. Like, and this is not, even though he may seem dangerous or mysterious, or, you know, he might have that little edge to him. I wish people will understand that with that edge that some men have, which can be potent or mysterious. I've encountered men like that, but the men with the edge, those are going to be the men that is going to really bring forth a lot of chaos in your life. So, because the ones that don't be doing nothing can bring chaos. What do you think the ones that look like danger is all over them finna do to you? It just doesn't make any sense. But anyway, let me just keep going. Next up here, ARV, go ahead.
Hey, how you doing, host? I'm new to your
Hi.
panel, so how you doing? I'm gonna check your page out. Hey, what's up to everybody on panel? What's up to everybody in the chat? So the prompt says, I'm just gonna read this part. Should you leave a man for cheating? Yes, you should, and I did. However, I had to leave a marriage with a newborn, and it's not so much about me. I just want to get this concept out here. When we have an understanding and there's a violation to that understanding, you, as anyone who's been violated, you should have the right if you're going to stay with it or if you're not. And me personally, I wanted to leave because I did not want to subject my daughter to seeing some of the things I saw growing up, right? And honestly, it turned out to be the best thing for my mental health, right? As well as eventually economically down the line for me and my child. So basically I'm saying, if the two of you have an understanding that there's no cheating, right? We don't cheat in this relationship, and the person cheats, you should have the right to leave that person if that's what you want to do.
All right. Was that okay? I got you, ARV. I mean, I definitely agree with you. Just wanted to say I'm sorry to hear that happened. I'm glad you were able to get out and make your own choices and decisions. I would have thought, though, in 2026 that selling women that they should leave a man for cheating on them, I didn't think that would be that controversial. Like, and I really do feel like it's scary that there are, you know what I'm saying, women advocate for being treated poorly and then wonder why women are treated poorly. And it's also even scarier to hear black women do it, because black women are already perceived to be, you know, and look, I'm black too, right? I think that black women are beautiful. I think we're the best women out there. Okay. But I do know how we are perceived by society. And I just feel like when black women speak rhetoric like that, it's like it just reinforces in the world's eyes that, oh yeah, black women can be treated poorly. They don't mind. It's okay. And Empress, you said even if your Lord cheats, that doesn't mean he never loved you. I know now you trolling me and playing with me.
And host, can I add to that, what that statement you just said?
Just give me 1 second. Mm-hmm. I know you playing, Empress, because you know what? I seen these either you trolling or you're a Hebrew Israelite, because I went down this Hebrew Israelite rabbit hole about, I don't know, 2 months ago, and it was all of these women calling these men my Lord, and like some of them was like kneeling and like giving them food and doing their feet and stuff, and they were like and asking them to do like stupid tasks they could do themselves. Like one dude was like, go get me some toilet paper to blow my nose, and she was like, yes, my Lord, I'll go do it. And he's filming her do this, and I'm just like, What is wrong with y'all? So either you trolling me or you're a Hebrew Israelite. One of the two, man, that I can't even tell you how crazy the women were. I was just flabbergasted. Anyway, sorry. Let me let ARV speak. Go ahead, ARV.
I was just gonna say, yes, the amount of women that came to me and was telling me, "Oh, you should just stick it out. You know, men cheat. That's just a part of the nature. This and that." And had I not stood on my words, y'all, had I not stood on my words, because what eventually happened is how I found out there's my daughter is what they call those an Irish twin now, right? And so I found out is the young lady served him. And I would have had my income taken away, you know, things like that taken away from my daughter. You know what I'm saying? And the amount of women who were like, "Oh, don't worry about it. God gonna see you through this. Oh, it's just a test of time, girl. All men go through this." La, 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 la. It was quite disturbing. Quite disturbing.
I got you. I got you. I mean, it's sad. It's sad to hear that, but I know that it's the truth. Just like Kalandra was saying earlier, that so many women were talking about what they were talking when this news first broke, talking about she shouldn't have left and she should have stayed. And my thing is that if I just risk my life to carry your child and you out there cheating on me, it's crazy because you know how like when there's like a woman that cheats on a man because like he's working or something like that or he's not there and she'll be like, "Oh, you know, I cheated on you because you weren't there for me. You was working too much." Men understand that that's a betrayal. Like, look at this. He's going to work every day for you. He's going to work for the family. How dare you cheat on him? But for some reason, men don't understand, or a lot of men don't understand, a woman risking her life, changing her body permanently to birth the child into this world is what? And you're out there in the streets cheating on this woman? Like, she has to heal her whole body from the inside out. And you're cheating, but y'all would go crazy if somebody was cheating on you while you was working 12-hour shifts or something somewhere. So it's just like, I don't understand that. But I do feel like, because I don't have, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't have a lot of faith in men to have any type of empathy for women. You know, as a collective, I don't. But I do expect women to. And when women don't, what you do is just push forth the narrative of causing more harm against women. Like, and that could manifest through you, or that could manifest through any daughters that you have or you may have. So the things that you say, the things that you put out in public for other people to see and consume is very important because you don't know who you are affected. And you know, and it's you know what, Empress, if men were solution based, we would have a lot more, we would have a lot less chaos in society, but we don't. And I really hate it when we try to make it seem as if like, I do agree that most men like empathy, but I think with some people, probably like yourself, bring that up, then you'll probably say like men aren't emotional. Men are the logical ones. And that's just not true at all. I think basically that now this may be a hot take or not, I don't know, but I really feel that everything that men have put on women to say that those are the characteristics of women and they're therefore negative, I actually think they apply to men. Even when it comes with not being logical, not being intelligent, being highly emotional, I think all of those characteristics are actually can be applied to men because men get the most emotional. They get mad because somebody said something they didn't like, and then they just go ahead and unalive. Did y'all hear about that man that was 44 years old, was living in his family's house, and they told him that he had to get out and get a job and do something with himself? And he went back and unalived the family when they were having their Saturday or Sunday dinner. Like, that right there is highly emotional and highly illogical. Because why in the world don't you realize you 44 and you should have been gone? But anyway, let me keep going. Dark Truth, you have something to say? Or no? If not, I'll keep going. I'll go to Brown Sugar. Yeah, you on teacup. All right. So let me keep going. Go ahead, Brown Sugar.
I was reading in the comments and they said that young lady. Oh, Dark Truth can go. I see y'all teacup.
All right. Dark Truth, you have something to say? You muted. You want me to unmute you? You there, Dark Truth?
I was saying I didn't even know I was up on the panel. That was by accident. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I got you. If y'all don't know, that's my husband. So I thought he was about to say something about something, y'all, but he wasn't. All right. So let me keep going. Let me go. I trying to be professional here on the panel. Go ahead, Brown Sugar.
Yeah, I wanted to say that they were saying in the comments. I seen Chalotam say that that lady was a Hebrew Israelite, and it really made sense of her logical of thinking. I really hope that Black women get free from listening to men who are Hebrew Israelites, because nothing but bad is going to come to you and your children. I mean, these men are the most selfish men that um I've come across one in person, but just how they act, their demeanor, how they speak, how they look, their eyes, it's just something wrong with them. And I just don't understand how women fall for the okey doke just to have these males around, just to say they have a man. Like, it's just, it's weird behavior to me. And I just, that lady, she still didn't say what scripture she was referring to. So I wonder if it was something that the Hebrew Israelites came up with, and this is the stuff that they are bottle feeding these women and children, because it just didn't make any sense. And like how you were saying about how women with the septums, I took mine out not because of her, but just in general, like the girls with the septums that look earthy, if that makes sense. And no shade to those ladies, but sometimes it be something off with y'all. And they come to tell you what's gonna go on, and they don't come to listen and to gain knowledge. And I don't like when people do that in general, but I really think that no one should feel like they are above themselves, or that they know everything, where they're not willing to listen to different perspectives, even though you may not agree or whatever. But whatever she was saying, it wasn't factual based. She didn't have anything, any information how what she was saying was going to be helpful to women and children. It was all about just about the man. It's just like, I really want her to get some hobbies, to begin to love herself. It was sad for me, even though she was irritating me. Honestly, it was sad to hear her have that thought process. And I hope she's still in here. Sis, you gotta stop that. It's not healthy for you. It's not gonna be healthy for you long term. Like, think of your life when you were 45, 50, 60 years old, and think about how you wasted all your time chasing after these men that don't love you. And I feel like if you sit with yourself like that, it's going to be a dark, dark elder years for you. So thank you.
All right, no problem, Brown Sugar. All right, let me go down here to Kalandra and then Chilltown.
I just wanted to say that one point that she said that really kind of bothered me, and I'm really getting tired of people saying stuff like that. She said that's why men have multiple baby mamas, right? It is not okay for men to go out here and create broken homes. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Those are not even just the mothers. Think about those kids who are gonna have to grow up in a house without their father. Like, what is wrong with some of y'all? It is not okay for a man to create multiple broken homes. That man is not in the day-to-day life of all of those children. It's 24 hours a day. You got 6 broken homes. You're not going to those houses all day and have to work. Like, what is wrong with y'all? And then I feel like this, right? Especially when she said she was single. If you are single and you cannot get a man, lowering your standards just to have one is one of the worstest things you can do. Because when I tell you that you're going to have the worst of the worst when it comes to a man, you are going to be in a situation that you are not going to be able to heal from. Do not lower your standards just to get a man, especially in times as a black woman where black men are unaliving you and putting you on a t-shirt. You are going to be in a situation that is going to ruin your life.
I definitely agree, and I think Zuri made a good comment there in the chat. She said, imagine women creating babies and leaving them. She would be crucified. Imagine if men had to have the babies and soon as or while men were pregnant, women were out there cheating with the next man. And then soon as the men had the baby, the women were like, yeah, you're just acting a little bit too weird. Like, I don't know what you got going on because you just had that baby, but I'm out. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if anybody ever saw that. What if, or you heard What If a Woman by Joe? But something like that. You know what I'm saying? Men would be going crazy. But like I said before, the reason why men be feeling like it's an okay thing to do is because so many women accept it. So many women will let a man cheat on them while they're pregnant. I've heard of women getting STDs from men that men were out there having unprotected sex with other women, coming back home, doing that with them, knowing these women had a baby in their stomach. They were getting diseases and the women were staying. You can't make men see. I really believe this. The only way you can make a man feel you is through action. You telling them, "Oh, I'm sorry, you hurt my feelings. I don't think that you don't understand. You don't understand how I feel. You need to." They don't. I don't believe men are that. Well, some lady said something in the comments about men being mentally wired to cheat. I don't believe that, but I believe that men are not wired to understand what you're saying unless they feel it. AKA you do something to make them see. I see that more and more every day. That you telling the man how you feel, really, you just gonna have to show them. And then let the cards fall as they may, because they just not gonna listen to you no other way. And so I really do feel like women have got to stop allowing men to play in their face. Period. Somebody cheating on you and do that, you got to go. Period. But I don't know. They said that he had been cheating on her. So once again, though she's a celebrity, you know, he's a celebrity. A lot of black women say that he's attractive. I don't think so, but I know a lot of women do think he's attractive. So she might have just felt like this is what comes with it. Oh, I'm dating a guy that everybody thinks is attractive. So yeah, he gonna cheat a little bit, but as long as he don't really play in my face, it's okay. But it's never gonna be okay, because once a man starts cheating, he's always gonna get more flagrant with the disrespect, because men do realize cheating is disrespect, which is why they won't let you do it. Which is why most of the time, if you do it, they're gone, because they know it's disrespectful. They just hope that you don't know. They just hope that you're not going to recognize that. But because they're actively disrespecting you, it's going to get worse and worse and worse and worse, till normally you swallow everything and then you end up aging like a banana, even though you're black, because all of that stress and pain is sitting in your body. Or you're going to be like Serayah and pack up your bags and get gone. Go ahead, Chilo Tim.
Hi, Triggered. Thank you so much for having me up and for discussing this topic. Hi, ladies in the panel and in the chat. I feel like sometimes these people gaslight us a lot, because every other time men are, the leaders, and they're so smart and they're so wise and they know how to do everything, until it comes to, taking care of the house, being faithful. Every other time they're like so good at everything else. But when it comes to this one thing, then, all logic goes out the window. And I say this because, what's her name? I think that was Empress. She said something along the lines of, and I don't know if she was trolling or not, because this is so ridiculous. She said something along the lines of, accepting polygamy because the other woman will be able to take care of the man when you don't want to take care of him. Are you marrying a child? Like, when people, I understand, the connotation around quote unquote taking care of someone, but it's like, the man is not a child. Every other time they want to flex their muscles around women, but when it when it comes to them taking responsibility, then all that logic goes out the window. So I don't get it. And then with the era of, them abandoning children, I feel like men want children the way children want puppies. They just want the child, but they don't care much for the responsibility that comes with taking care of a child, the pregnancy process, the fact that they have to even be in shape in order for the woman's pregnancy to be, somewhat smooth. I know pregnancy is not
the same across board for all women, but it makes it somewhat easier, at least if the man gets in shape. So a lot of them, you see them, they drink, they have large stomachs, they don't work out, they don't cook, they don't know how to eat. And you just hear them saying that they want children. And even when the children come, they barely want to take care of them. This is what Nelly did with, what's her name? Ashanti. And he told her, he said, "Oh, when the child gets to like 5, 6, 7 years old or something like that, then that's when he's going to start his fatherly responsibilities. But he's not changing any diapers. Yet he wants a child with this lady." So it's just nowadays when men say the number of children they want, I get very irritated because I'm just like, you have literally no idea what it takes to grow and raise and birth a child. So I'm just going to stop here because I think I'm rambling, but that's what I wanted to say.
All right, I got you. Yeah, you definitely weren't rambling, Chilotem. I totally get what you were saying. The Kalantra, did you have something to say?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that also, like, to piggyback off Chilotan, I think that, like I keep saying, is that when women start to say that all men cheat, the reason why, like you have said before, Trigger, men treat women like that because women are not on code in the same way that men are. A man would never, like, for example, right? If a man cheated on you, right? If you cheated on him, went out there, got pregnant by another man, he leaving. He probably done cheated on you 10 times. You cheated one time and got pregnant by somebody, he out the door. And the problem with men, the biggest problem in the dating game is that because women like Empress accept whatever from these men, it's women out here that accept whatever just because some of them just having a man is just the prize for them. They won't accept the bare minimum. You have men out here that got 9 kids by 7 women, and this man literally said out of his mouth that he would not date a woman that had more than 2 baby daddies. And the crazy part about that is that a man like that would probably get a woman that don't have no kids, because for some reason a lot of y'all don't love yourself, you don't have standards. But I really need you to try to go work on yourself so you don't be out here and have babies. Breathe fruitful and multiply. And see, that's what I'm saying. People do not, Empress, I know you trolling at this point, or maybe you really not, but I know that you trolling at this point, because be fruitful and multiply, that's not what that meant. That's not what he meant when he said that.
Yeah, I mean, y'all, I personally think she trolling. That's how I really feel. I really feel like she trolling. I really, really, really do. I'm sorry. I do. I just, something about it didn't sit in my spirit. I think she just trolling. And that's okay. You know, some people just troll because they ain't got nothing better to do or they want to be entertained. I don't mind. Yeah, but I really do think that that's what she doing. Like, honestly, I just, excuse me, because I think, I've had debates with like truly poly people before. I even had a debate with a girl that said that she was a sexual like therapist or something. Where like she goes around sleeping with couples in order to bring them together. And I don't understand how bringing another woman in it could, but nonetheless, that was her profession. And we had a long debate, and she didn't she got real mad at me, and cause she didn't follow me, and then she ended up blocking me and stuff. So it was heated. So I feel like really anytime I talk to people that are truly poly, like they really don't like it when people really say half the things that all of you guys have already said up here. They don't just, accept it like it's like an argument. But she kind of just accepted what we said. So I think she just trolling, like, honestly. Cause like I said, I've talked to real poly people that really get down like that, and they, you know what, I feel like when it comes to certain type of poly people, and this is no disrespect to anybody that's poly, but I think most of the time when I look at poly people, they have a look. They have a look like you be like, oh yeah, you look like you'll do some like that. You know what I'm saying? And so, never mind. Let me not even go down the road that I was about to say, because I don't want to get cussed out. Let me try to be politically correct on here. All I'm saying is at the end of the day, if you're a woman, like truly, I really would like all of my beautiful black queens to like have more, respect for yourselves and understand that you deserve good treatment. You deserve someone to love you for you. You deserve to not have to worry about somebody cheating on you or playing in your face. Like you deserve that. You really do. And so many women settle, and it's not just black women. Matter of fact, right, y'all, I was looking at Love is Blind UK, and I was looking at this couple on there. It was this white couple. The dude's name is Jack. Hold on, I need to look up and find out what the lady's name is. Let's see here. Love is Blind UK, so I can tell y'all. Here it is. Love is Blind UK season 3. Let me look up couples because this is really important. Now, if you got Netflix or whatever, you can you can go ahead and watch this. Jack and Faye. Yes, yes, yes. So I'm looking at that, right? This woman wakes up, right? Her man is gone. Okay? And keep in mind, he gone in flip flops. All right? Tells her, turns off the find, the location, and tells her that he accidentally turned it off. He don't know how it got turned off, or he just likes to deprogram when he's out, but he was missing for 2 to 3 hours in slides. And then when she talks about the phone and everything, how she can look at it to see what's going on, and he starts telling her, oh, if you want to look at my phone, that's a deal breaker and all of this other stuff. Why? Because he wants to cheat and peace. And he don't want you to look in that phone because he don't want you to see all of the stuff that he doing up in there. But the fact that that woman let him gaslight her, and she knew that what he was doing was was some BS. She let him lie to her, let him gaslight her, let him sell her a dream, all so that she could get married at the end of the day. Because all she cared about is the pomp and circumstance, the big marriage ceremony, being able to claim being a wife with a ring on your finger. And I really wish a lot of women would understand this. Marriage is not just about the ceremony. The ceremony don't even matter. If people understood how much the marriage starts after that, most people will probably just end up getting married at the courthouse. Honestly and legitimately, that's it. It's not, you don't need to worry about the marriage ceremony. You really don't. Because marriage, when you really with somebody every day, day in, day out, every day, all day, you see their emotions, you see what they're going through, they see your emotions, they see what you're going through. Y'all got stuff, maybe finances, other things that's going on in the world. If you have kids, you've got to make sure that you choose somebody that is aligned with you and that you can be happy with forever. If you see a big red flag before you even get married, baby, it's going to be monumental after y'all start getting together and getting in the thick of it. You can't just ignore it and say, oh, I'm just going to ignore it because I really do want to get married. This ring is really pretty. And I really do like flexing on chicks and saying I'm a wife and turning my hand back and forth like I'm Beyonce in Single Ladies. No, that don't work. That doesn't work. And it's just crazy. I see so many women deny themselves, lie to themselves, ignore reality, let men play in their faces, all so that they can get a marriage and a marriage ceremony, or because of what they think it looks like to other people. And that's stupid because marriage a lot is involved, but people don't tell nobody that. And most of the time, people don't stay married long enough for people to really understand, nor do people listen to people that's been married for a long time. Because I try to tell people stuff about marriage, and a lot of times people don't listen to me. And especially people that are happily married, people never listen to them. I can't tell you how many black women that I've said this plenty of times have sent me messages and say, hey, you know what? I've been married for 10 years, 12 years, 15 years, 18 years, 25 years. And I'd like to say something about marriage. My husband doesn't cheat on me or beat on me, but I'm afraid because people don't listen. But all I'm going to say is that you need to make sure the person is what you can tolerate before you get married. Before you get married. Because anything that you see is going to be magnified once you get married. If he's dishonest, he's going to be dishonest times a bajillion when y'all get married. If he's disloyal, he's going to be disloyal times a bajillion when you get married. Because it's a lot of things that can happen if you've been married. Somebody could get sick. Anything could happen. You know what I'm saying? And you want to be careful. But you said, am I watching Married at First Sight? Girl, no, but I have seen the clips, Harper. Them clips that I've seen of that one black woman that's with that man that's giving very much rainbow. He's so disgusting to me. Like he's literally repulsive. But that's the reason why me personally, I couldn't get on the show like that. Because soon as I came down the aisle and I see that you are short, bald-headed, and overweight, there's nothing we need to talk about because we're not going to be able to get past that because I find you repulsive. So I don't care about your personality. I don't care about what you got going on. You disgust me and I'm not going to be able to do nothing. You mean to tell me you want to take your pants off and let me do what? Let me see what? I don't want to see what's underneath them. Like, what are you talking about? Victoria, are you slow? I really hate it when big goofy chicks come in here and talk crazy about the prompt, like without even checking the temperature. Like, I really hate it when y'all do that. Do y'all know how dumb that is? Do you know that people ask questions for like engagement? You talking about, duh, are you slow? Is your mama slow? Think about that, Victoria, or whatever your name is. And go brush your teeth. Because I could say that you're slow because you replaced an X with an I for your name. That don't even go with nothing. You could have put like a heart emoji or something, but you chose to put an X. Like, do you do content? Triple X content? Because why is the X there? Ugh. Anyway, I'm sorry. That just irritated me. Like, she really took my whole train of thought of what I was about to say. Anyway, all I'm saying is, Harper, yes, that Married at First Sight, that man I find disgusting. And also the man that is telling that, and I'm about to go to Brown Sugar. Just 1 second, sis. And also, what's that dude? The other dude that think he look better than a black woman. And he's telling her like he not attracted to her. But she's supposed to be so attracted to him. And I really feel like he like white women. And that's why I say all the time that black women should never date a black man that's dated a white woman at all. I'm talking about if he ever dated her. I don't care if it was college. I don't care if it was an adult. If he dated a white woman, you got to leave him alone because there's something in his mind that is colonized. He's a raccoon. And you're never going to stand up to what he wants because you're not a white woman. So he's always going to think that you're less beautiful because he like white women. Because if you like white women, Anyway, go ahead, Brown Sugar.
Yeah, speaking of that show, what is it, Marriage at First Sight? I seen the clip. I don't watch the show, but it was this beautiful black woman on here. She went to on the show. She went to school. She had a math degree, and they paired her with some bum who didn't have a job. And it was a clip of them on the bed, and she was trying to look at his W-2 form, trying to figure out how much money he make. He was providing fraudulent documents, and it's just like, why would they even set her up on the show? She's an educated black woman. Why would you think she would even want to be with someone who doesn't even have a stable income coming in? You know, I'm like, I don't think that black women should get on these type of shows because they don't care about black women. They think that black women are supposed to accept the barest of the minimum. They're supposed to struggle. Or if you're in a position of you have your finances are good, you're very responsible, you have education, you're supposed to pick up the slack for the man involved. So I feel like it's always a W for the men when you're educated, when you got yourself together. But for them, they can just slack off and they can get access to any woman that they can. And I really want women to really be picky about who they're getting involved with, because if this man is not even matching you financially or exceeding that, and he can't even keep a job, he is not the man for you. I would have just left the show. I don't care how much they paying me, but I don't know if you've seen that.
You know what, Brown Sugar? I do understand what you mean. I do think they pair black women with Dusties on purpose, to like humble them and all of that. And I also think it's like also a brainwashing to show black women that have a lot of accomplishments and to show black women that no matter what your accomplishments are, no matter if you're beautiful, no matter if you're in shape, no matter if your hair looks great, whatever, I don't know, whatever outlier outside appearance, no matter what that is, you're still going to get the bare minimum, and that's what you should get because that's all Black women should expect. And also, I watched this clip from Married at First Sight and how they choose people, but this was like years ago. I still have the recording in my phone. If anybody wants to see it, it's just that I can't ever put it on YouTube. I've tried, but it always flags me for this content is owned by somebody. But it's where they were saying that most Black women that come on the show want a Black man. And most Black men that come on the show don't want a Black woman. They're not attracted to them. So then they show all of these Black men on there getting interviewed saying that they want non-Black women. They want white women. They want Asian women. They want white Latinas. They don't want Black women at all. And then they show the clip after a Black woman saying, yeah, I just want a Black man. I want a Black man. And so what I really feel like is that the problem is that Black men don't want Black women. And I really feel like this stuff like really be hurt my spirit and my soul because I'm such a proud Black woman. And I would love for Black men to be the same, but I don't think that they are collectively. They're so like self-hating. Like I really think it's something wrong with them as a collective. There's very few Black men that are like actually really like proud of Black women and really love Black women. And even people like Dr. Umar that talk about, Black queens forever and snow bunnies never. He was out there making broken homes, abandoning Black women with children, not having a relationship with his daughters, to get into fake poly relationships and all of these other Black men that claim to love Black women so much, but they're over there knocking their teeth out or cheating on them or whatever. And it's so crazy because so many Black women just want to be loved by a Black man. And it's like Black men can't do it. They just want to love the white man's daughter or someone else's. And it's embarrassing. Like, that's why I be saying, like, if there was some way, like, if I was like a genie or something and I could just do something in the world, I really would split Black men and Black women down the middle and make it seem as if Black women and Black men were totally different. Like, and we were not connected where society perceived us as the same. Because right now, society perceives us to be the same. That's why when people talk about the Black community, oh, Black people are always unaliving people. Black people are always committing crime. That stuff don't apply to Black women at all. It only applies to Black men. But because we're connected, then we have to share in the shame. But if I could, that's what I would do. And even when like somebody just said, yeah, my man is white, this is another thing, and I'm about to let somebody else speak. This is another thing that I really have to say. Is that it also hurts me when Black women say things like that. Because you think white men collectively like Black women? Like, honestly, do you know the numbers? White men usually don't date out statistically. They don't. Not even at, I think it's not even at 10%. So it's not even at 10%. So I'm going to give y'all grace and say 9 out of 10 white men won't date you. So it's just like, what is uplifting them going to do? And there's so many Black women that'll be like, well, white men got power, they got privilege, they rule the world and all of this stuff. Cool. Since they rule the world and they have all of this power, what are they doing for Black women that's tangible? Huh? Where are the laws for the protection of Black women who are unalived the most, sex trafficked the most, lose their lives the most in childbirth? What is the white man doing for you? Huh? Nothing, right? Collectively, right. I mean, you say that you're loved, Ariane, that's great. I'm not saying anything about the white man that you know. That's fantastic. But all I'm saying is the white man is not your savior. The collective of white men will not save you, will never save you. They prioritize race over everything. You think they care about you? They don't. So it's just like you praising them over Black men is just stupid. Don't praise the Black man. Don't praise the white man. Don't praise none of them because at the end of the day, society has done a good job at dehumanizing Black women to the fact that all races of men look down on Black women. Now, I do feel like Black men owe us something because the reason why they're alive is because of a black woman. But nonetheless, I mean, it's just like, I don't know what type of safe space you thought for that. Like, I'm about to block you, Ariane. Cause I don't even like your vibe and you don't even look black, but I ain't blow up your picture. But I'm gonna block you though. Cause I just don't like your energy. Like, cause that's what you took out of it. Like, go brush your teeth. Anyway, it's like I said, I just wish that things could be different. And it's sad because I see so many black women really wanting to be loved and wanting to be cherished and looking for that love anywhere. So much so that now black women are turning off their critical thinking skills. I remember back when I used to do hair professionally, a black woman came in with a big, huge afro, right? I'm talking about her afro was to the sky. Huge, big afro, 4C, super kinky hair. She came to me for a blowout, right? Well, not even a blowout, a silk press, right? So we're talking and she is an OBGYN. And she's telling me about how, she tried to date black men and black men, are not treating her correctly. And then she tells me about how she got into this relationship with this white Hispanic and they were at some party or some event and there were white men around and they were telling jokes using an N-word with the hard R. And when she was upset, he told her that she was making a big deal about it because it was just jokes. And she just felt like she was not going to be with him no more. And she just felt like, who's going to love me? Like, because these black men aren't, the white men aren't either. And I was just like, and that was years ago, y'all. That was way before social media was this way and everything else. And it just makes me feel like, where can black women go? Like, where? And I just feel like the only reason why I had such a visceral reaction to the woman that was in the chat talking about her man is white is because when you have the idea that because somebody not black, they're your friend, it opens you up to be taken advantage of. Y'all ain't heard about that girl here on TikTok. What's her name? Sako or whatever, that was with that white man and just had that white man baby or whatever. And he playing. I'm just like, I don't understand what would make her choose him in the first place. He looked like he would be super racist. He looked like he would be somewhere strange fruit in black people. So it was just like, what about him did you like anyway? Like, what y'all know I'm talking about? The white man and the black girl, they did like all of this interracial content and stuff. And it's just like, what about him really made you think that he was doing? Like, legitimately and truly. That man look racist to me. Like, for sure. And I think that some black women feel like if a man will give them dick, that means he not racist. Slave masters was giving black women plenty of penis. And they hated black women. So it's just like, what is going on? No, I heard they not together no more. I never followed them, to be honest with you. I only saw a couple of their videos on Instagram. Their content turned me off because I just feel like making your whole relationship about the race of your partner is already distasteful and weird. And if you're a black woman and you're doing it, I just feel like you're probably a raccoon and I don't want no parts of it. You know what I'm saying? And
Wait, who are we talking about?
Do y'all know where Sako? I gotta see what the man's name is that she is. There's like an interracial couple. They said she left. He was doing her bogus. Dalton. His name is Dalton something. Dalton Mermel. Here, let me see if I can show you the picture. Hold on. I don't know if it's gonna pull up. Let me see. Let me see if I pull up this. Then you can see. I'm sure y'all seen him. You see him before?
I've never seen them before.
No, I've never seen him before.
Yeah, they really popular.
Did you wait? This kind of reminds me of something. I saw a video of this girl. She's a black woman and her partner or boyfriend, whatever. He's white, and they were going hiking or like just walking on a trail, and then he said something along the lines of, "This is where I would have unalived you." and she caught that on camera, and people were trying to tell her in the comments like, hey girl, you need to run for your life. And she kept saying, oh, he's joking, he's joking. It's like it feels like some people just don't have self-preservation. That's what this just reminded me of.
Let me say, I saw that. I think she's like, I say this all the time. You know, you have black male worshipers, right? You have black women. If Empress wasn't trolling like her, that are like really believed in worshiping like black men and putting them on the pedestal and letting them do whatever. You have black women that are white male worshipers too, and they do the same thing. They just don't. They just say they'll never do it for black men, but they'll do it for white men. And the white men to be making racial jokes, doing weird stuff, and they'll just accept it. Like, I feel like that lady is one of those, because when I was listening to her talk, and no disrespect, when I looked at her hair, I was like, yeah, you one of those. You're a WM. You're a white male worshiper. You know what I'm saying? What is it? A WMW. Most black women are BMWs, but she's a WMW. I'll keep it. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm sorry. Yeah, when I saw her hair, yeah, it was, I don't know. It wasn't even just necessarily a hard wig all the time. She like, have you ever seen women that like, and this is no disrespect, this is not texturism, okay? Because there's nothing wrong with having kinky hair. My hair is kinky. What I'm saying though is you say that you getting a silk press and like the top of it's like still really puffy and you walking around like that's okay. I just feel like because you thought you were, does that make sense? Oh, I hope y'all don't think that I'm being texturist, but it's like a certain way that they wear their hair. And it just be like, oh, okay. Yeah, I know what type of black woman you are right now, because a black woman that I know wouldn't do that. She would be like, hey, bro, you got to finish. You got to come correct on my hair before you got to finish it. You know? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with having puffy roots. Like, if you got locks or something, I'm not saying hopefully y'all get what I'm saying. But yeah, yeah, when I just saw it, yeah. And the same thing, it's like the women that are like, I feel like are the white male worshipers, like they always have like these really bad wigs. And also their braids always look like, you know what their braids look like? They look like Jim Jones braids. Like, you remember how Jim Jones, like, it just would look like he would get his hair freshly braided and then he would like just brush the cornrows. That's how their braids look all the time. And be like, excuse me, when you get these braids done? Are they like, maybe like 2 months old? No, I got them done yesterday. Yesterday you got them braids done. Oh my goodness. I couldn't tell. You know what I'm saying? Or they'll wear like an egregious like wig, like that just is, I don't know. It looked like it came from like Party City or something. I don't know. They just all got to look to me like for real. And a lot of times they be never mind. Let me stop, because I don't want people to think I'm trying to like because it's not all black women that date out. Because there's a lot of black women that date out that look fantastic. I'm just talking about the ones that date the racist, like people of other races. I'm only talking about those type of black women, not regular black women. You know what I mean? Charmed by Keish. Don't do it. Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me, Keish. I can't say that publicly. See, and when I put this upload up on YouTube, nobody gonna be able to read the comments, and I'm not gonna read it out loud. But I do agree. I do agree, though, Charmed by Keish. That's too controversial to say, though, sister. But I do agree. I'm sorry. I do agree.
Remember that trailer
Oh my
park trash?
God. Keish trying to get me in trouble. Go ahead, bro, sugar.
Oh, I wanted to say, you remember that trailer park trash girl you did a video about? It was a black girl. I forgot what her name is. Her hair is always messed up. But she was online praising the white tea man, and then one of those trailer park dudes end up making her a baby mother. Remember her? Her teeth all messed up. And her tracks are terrible.
I don't remember, because it be so many of them that be doing that. But I stopped talking about them because it was black women that was emailing me saying that I'm trying to discourage black women from dating out. So I just said I'm not going to talk about it no more, because I'm not trying to discourage black women from dating out. I
There it
think
is,
go where
Mr.
you're
Reed's
loved.
Barbie. That's her name, Barbie.
Yeah, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
I know who you're talking about.
that's who I envision you talking about. What black woman that look like her? She looks a mess. Sorry.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Cause there was also another black girl on here. I did a video on her. I don't remember what video it was, cause I can't remember if I like made it just about her or I put a clip of her in, but she used to be here on TikTok all the time talking about she used to be like having a MAGA hat on, and she would like wrap the Confederate flag around her shoulders, and she would brag about like having a white husband, and she was like, yeah, my white husband married me and I got pregnant, I'm about to have my baby, I'm not a baby mama like the black men will do to me. And then it was like right after she had the baby, he left her for a white girl. And she was all on social media on TikTok, crying and stuff and asking for donations because she was saying that he wasn't giving no money to help her with the bills for their child because their child had like some type of health issue. And I'm sorry, I went on her page, on her live, and I said, I can't believe this. I can't believe after all the stuff that you said, you would literally show this on TikTok. I would have, if I was her, I would have just took my L in private. You know what I'm saying? Because she was going crazy. But yeah, but like I said, I had stopped talking about that because black women were saying that I am trying to discourage black women from dating out. And I'm not trying to do that. Like I said before, I want this to be clear. I want black women to go where they are celebrated, not tolerated, go where they are loved, whether that's a black man, a white man, an Asian man, or a Hispanic, a Latino, the white ones, whatever. That's what I want for y'all. I just feel like the problem is when you make a separation. There's no separation. Men are men. You got some good men in all races and some bad men in all races. The majority bad and a little bit of good in the male community. So it's just like don't get caught up in the color of their skin because you don't know. Now, me personally, I'm not attracted to white men. I just find them like, no. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got red nipples, and I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't know if y'all have ever watched any type of erotic content with like Caucasians in it, but like when they be having like a white like a pinkish or reddish private part, and like they be like doing it, and it's like when they take it out, it be like red and irritated. It be looking like it's been through so much friction, and it's like red and irritated. I be like, why you look irritated like that? Ugh, like I be like, do you got something? Do we need to go to the clinic today? Cause why is it red and irritated like that? And we just doing it. Like, that's scary to me. I don't want you to pull it out and it looks irritated. Cause now I'm scared. Now I'm starting to scratch my butt crack, scratch my vagina, scratching all in between my chest, like I'm on the drugs. Excuse me, on the rugs. Cause your stuff looking irritated. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't. So I particularly am not attracted to them. But I would date out. I would, but it just wouldn't be nobody white tea. But me personally, if I was single right now, I wouldn't date nobody. I wouldn't date a man at all. I'd just be alone. But I'm just saying, like, I'm not against dating out. Go ahead, Calandra. I'm rambling, y'all. My bad.
No, you fine. And I definitely agree with you because I don't know if y'all ever saw that black girl. I think how her hair is. I think she might be bald headed. And I think that she got a little hair on the top of her head. And she be out here talking about I'm going to pick cotton. And she make content like that. And she be friends with all those white teen women. Y'all ever saw her on here? And she wear them like little house on the prairie dresses. And she be going out there saying, today I'm going to pick cotton. And then she do that little irritating laugh. Y'all never saw her? Has any of y'all saw her? Y'all never saw her? I think she
No,
kind
I
of don't have
haven't.
hair.
Pick cotton is
She be going out there and
crazy.
she married to this white teen man. And she made, dang, I don't know what her name is. I saw her video.
Wait a
as
minute. Do her hair be messed up?
No, like, she don't have hair. Like, you know how guys' hair be when they need it to be cut?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She got like
And she wear them
like
little
a
house on the prairie
TWA.
dresses.
Do she got like a TWA, like a teeny weeny afro?
Yes, and she
Yeah,
wearing
I
the
know who
Little
you
House
talking
on the
about.
Prairie dresses.
Yes, I know who you talking
I
about now.
do not like her.
She got some problems.
She really do.
Yeah,
Women
but
like
that
her.
man that she messing with though, he look dirty. And she look dirty too. She look like they both don't wash their legs in the shower. I swear. She look like they both don't. Like honestly, that's how I feel. Like they both look dirty. Like for real. Hold on, y'all. I found the soundboard, y'all.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
She's
But yeah, they both do. They
bad.
both look dirty though. Y'all know when y'all see that lady, cause yeah, she do. She look like she don't clean it up. Like for real. Like they both look like that. And I'm just like, what's wrong with y'all? Ugh.
Have y'all ever seen the black lady that be on here? She has a white tea husband, but I think she lives in West Virginia, but she literally eats dog food. And she'll put milk in the dog food, and it's a bunch of German shepherds. It's got about to be about 10,
Yes.
15. Have you seen that? I was
Yes.
like,
And her
that's
Yes,
white
I've
husband
seen.
crazy.
That's
be
what I was
playing with
talking
her.
about in the chat. She made a video and the dogs was eating the food from her mouth.
Y'all, and guess she was on live. She was talking about how she got in trouble for having sex with a 16-year-old. And she's saying, I'll do it again. I don't care. I'll do it again. Like, this lady is deranged.
I feel like she be letting that white tea man pimp her for I feel like they probably do like race play and stuff like that, because why in the world are you sitting there eating out that dog bowl with them nasty dogs like that? And once again, she look dirty too. She look dirty, like she don't wash up either. Like they both be in the shower together, only doing their neck. That's it. And maybe hit their armpits a little bit and they get right up out that shower. They both look like that. But I think people don't understand that when you be in a relationship with somebody, and it don't even matter if you married, it could just be your boyfriend, that you become connected to them. And a lot of things like that they have go off onto you, and a lot of things that you have go off onto them. And it's like a melding of spirits. I wish people would understand that. Cause no. But yeah, I seen all of them people y'all talk about. And they look real nasty. And I could never, ever. I would have to hit them in the head like this, y'all. Okay, I'm sorry. That was ridiculous. I gotta stop because that's terrible. I gotta get some more things. You know what? I think I'm about to order that soundboard that I saw on TikTok Shop. Cause do anybody be shopping on TikTok Shop? I do. I got a whole bunch of stuff. I got some stuff from Medicube coming, and yeah. Anyway, I'll be ordering stuff. Y'all don't judge me. Go ahead, Brown Sugar.
I'm obsessed with the TikTok shop, but she gonna need a soundboard for something harder. That little ding is a little too light. They need a hammer. Like they need something else.
For real, but they don't got that. They don't got that super serious on here. But yeah, y'all.
You gonna talk about Russell too?
Did you want to?
We could. I saw the video and I was like, Sierra filed for divorces.
Oh, so you thought it? Did you think it looked suspicious?
I thought he looked at a girl like Tommy Tinkerton looked at Sarah in that Frosty the Snowman movie.
Oh,
Y'all know how he was smiling at her like he was so in love with her. Yes, Sierra filed for divorces.
yeah. I'm telling you, I didn't like it. When I seen it, it just gave me like, red flags. Oh, you saw it too, Miss Good News? Yeah, it just y'all talking about Medicube. I can't. Okay, so let me say with Medicube, I ordered some for my teenage daughter. The glow bundle or something. That thing was $100. I ordered that. She been using it. She said that it's good. Now, what I ordered was the Medicube like I guess anti-aging bundle or something that comes with like this gua sha and like cream that you're supposed to put like on your jawline and your neck and stuff, and it comes with a whole bunch of other stuff. Then I also bought the Bada skin kit. That's the by the black owned skincare by the black man or whatever. I bought that too. That stuff was expensive. Okay? Like for real, for real. It was very costly. Okay, so hopefully it works, but I ordered it like a week and a half ago. And Medicube ain't even shipped my stuff out yet. Which Medicube is face care. They haven't even shipped my stuff out yet. And what's it called? The butter is shipped, but I still ain't got it yet. So it's just like, bro, let me put brown sugar on the main screen so that everybody can see it. If y'all haven't seen the video on Russell Wilson, here it is. Okay? And y'all let me know what y'all think. And
I
thanks
don't
so
know. I
much
think he
for
do.
doing it.
Yeah, I think he doing too much. Look how he
I think
holding
he
her
do.
hands.
And
Like he can.
staring.
Mm-hmm.
That's Russell
But I
Wilson
think that's
and
just like a
a
friendly.
Here
hold
comes some
on. And
man.
you said that she her name is
It's just
Anita.
responding to
And,
how
hold on. And he's
things ends.
Anita is a singer. I think
A
Brazilian
Latin.
singer.
Yeah, Latin.
A Latin singer,
Uh-huh.
y'all.
Yeah.
Now Olu Steven, I remember you requested the last time I was doing the live. I didn't bring you up on purpose though, but what do you want today, sir? You have something to say? Let me send you a request to turn your mic
Like
on. You
I
there? Yeah.
just the first time I saw it, yeah, my mic is on. I'm here. Yeah, yesterday actually, I just kind of like bump onto your live, and the topic was kind of like interesting, and I just wanted to join, have my own take on things. But
Okay, what do you have a
so
take
today, what
on?
are we talking about today?
Should you leave a man
Like,
for
what's the
cheating?
topic today?
The topic is, should you leave a man for cheating?
Should a woman? That's a tricky one. I would say it depends.
What does it depend on?
It depends on what she wants from the man. Because to be realistic, as a man, I don't think for a lot of women, cheating is not like a hard line to leave a guy if he's doing the other things that she wants. I'm just speaking from just like real life experience. I know like a lot of women like to come online and say, you know what, if he cheats on me, I'm gone type of, they try to like, they just want to like show that they're badass. But in reality, a lot of women don't leave a man if he's cheating, because if he's fulfilling the other things that they want from the man. So it depends on if the man is meeting up on the other things, then I don't think it's a wise decision for her to leave, because the next guy you're going to be dating, what's the guarantee you have that he's not going to cheat on you?
So do you think that all men cheat then?
Of course not. Not all men cheat. There are some men who are principled, and there are some men who are not in a position to cheat actually. And so yeah,
What would a man be to not be in a position to cheat, seeing as though he could always pay somebody?
it might be impotent.
Okay, so you said that there are some men that are principled. So then why wouldn't a
Yeah.
woman just go ahead and just leave the man that she's with and just wait until she found a principled individual?
Oh well, like the reality is like 60 to 70% of men will cheat if they have the opportunity to do so. That's just a fact. And so you're leaving your man for cheating on you while he's fulfilling the other things that you want in a relationship, I would say it's ill-advised. But in terms, just not from just the emotional side, we're also talking about your health as well. A cheating man, how sure he is using like condoms and taking care of his health while he's involved with other women. So it's
So let me ask you a
not.
question. Do you think if a woman cheats on a man, do you think that he should stay? As long as she's doing everything else for the household that she needs to do?
Well, I cannot speak for other men in that regard. I can only speak
Oh
for myself.
Lord.
No, you
Oh,
just
sorry.
spoke for all of women in the other regard, so you have to.
No,
So
I
tell
try
me,
to like just as from a man's perspective, although you understand, I am not gonna stay with a woman who cheats on me. That's just the truth.
okay,
And the
so
reason
then,
is not
so let me ask you a question. So since you will not stay with the woman that cheats, what is different
yeah,
from women that makes you think that they
yeah.
should? Well, first, no, first answer this: why wouldn't you stay if a woman cheats on you? Why not?
Because like the woman's role in my life is she's like she's like how will I she's the home basically. You get what I'm saying? Like
No, I
everything I
don't.
do. Wait, let me just explain it to you. Like she's the home. When I wake up in the morning and I go to work and I try to be the best I can be, I'm doing it because I want to provide a good life for her and possibly my kids as well. So she's like the first person, like the protect, like she's the essence of the home. So when she lets another man into her, it's like another man has an access to my life. You get what I'm saying? So in that regard, the home can crumble. And a woman being, not a lot of women can separate like just having like sex with another man, and a lot of times emotions are involved. So
There are a lot. Okay, let me stop you right there, Olu. I think that a lot
yeah,
of men also do that, which is why there are a lot of men that cheat on their wives and end up eventually leaving their wives for those women because they have built some type of emotional
yeah,
connection with these women. So both
yeah,
sides can do these things as opposed to, and not to mention that when you're sleeping with another woman while being married, that woman also feels as if she has access to you because you're giving her something that you're giving the wife too. So the same thing about the woman being a home is the same thing that applies to men being the home as well. I just think that you just don't want to admit the fact that you think that women somehow are inferior, and that's the reason why they should accept being cheated on and disrespected. And you as a man don't have to accept that disrespect. And
can
I
I
feel
say
like,
something
yeah,
on
yeah.
that?
Go ahead.
All right, here's the thing, right? Like topics such as this, like the emotions kind of like get involved when we talk about stuff like this.
I'm
As
not
Tracy,
opposed to
emotional
like,
about it.
no, no, no. I'm not saying your emotion. I'm just saying like, like it's kind of like a man and a woman kind of a thing. But I'm speaking in terms of what I see in real life, what actually happens. And in the real life situation is this: men are better with their emotions when it comes to sex. That's just the fact. A guy can happily remain a side nigger for like 15 years with a woman and not get emotionally involved with her. She could have a boyfriend or a husband or whatever, and he's not trying to get in
But
between
okay,
that.
so
He's not
hold on,
trying to.
Olu.
Well, I'm just
When
trying to
you
say,
yeah, hold on. When you say things, right, about
yeah.
you're just speaking on facts, but then you say that you're speaking on something in your life, that's anecdotal. You need to give me some factual information that can be looked up and researched. You can't tell me about
Yeah,
how you
yeah,
feel or the
this
people
is
that are
not.
in your circle. Because let me say this,
Yeah,
I have my own lived experiences. I've been
yeah.
married now for it's be soon 20 years. However, to my second husband, my first husband, I was married to as well, of course, and he cheated and did a whole bunch of other stuff, and he's gone. And as soon as I found out,
Yeah,
I left and he's gone. So there are some
yeah.
people that don't play like that. So once again, I
True.
need you to give me some type of information that is logic and fact based as opposed to you saying what you've experienced in your life. Where's the information that we can actually compare this to? That's what
All
I'd
right.
like
Here's
to know.
here's the here's the deal, right? We're all adults and intellectuals, right? Of course, there are a few exceptions to the rule in every take that we will have and opinions. It does not go for 100% for everybody, but I'm just telling you how things are in the real world. And in the real world, yeah,
The real world for who? Do you live in America or do you live in Africa?
Can
Like a
I
it
country
can
does. It
there?
does.
please can I go ahead?
Yeah,
Please,
chill
I'm
on Tim.
begging
Yeah,
you.
just one
Wait,
second, sis.
wait.
I just want to ask him where do you
Kilo,
live,
before you
Olu?
go ahead, B, can I just like finish what I'm about to say
Yeah, but
about
could you
this?
tell me where you live first? Do you live in the US or no?
No, I'm in Cyprus.
Okay, so that's already going to change a whole different dynamic of what we're talking about because you don't live in America. So you
Yeah.
might be used to a certain type of caliber of women. But go ahead,
How?
I'm gonna let you
I've dated
finish.
women from everywhere, and I have friends, of course, in the US. Like and I've
If you
traveled
don't
as
live in
well. So,
America, we can't talk about that experience of those type of women that live there, and even women that may have immigrated here. They end up having a certain type of thought process as well, as far as not playing those type of games. So I'm not saying that
yeah,
women
we're
here
going
don't
back
play
to
those
the.
games, but it's a lot of women that don't either. But I'm gonna let you
But
finish,
let's
and
go
then
back to the.
Chalotem gotta
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
I'm gonna set
yeah.
your
But
timer for 2 minutes, and then I'm gonna let Chalotem go because she wants to talk to you. There you go.
that's
Go
fine.
ahead, Olu.
All right. The whole point is, should a woman leave a man for cheating? And the first thing I said coming on was like, it depends. Yeah, like it depends on what the woman wants from the man. Right. That's just the bottom line. Like no. And I've discovered that a lot of times when a woman truly loves a man, yeah, she doesn't just walk up and leave when she caught him cheating. Like it depends on the circumstances of the cheating, like we cheated with all the circumstance. But just like plain cheating, I'm not defending cheating in any way, guys. Cheating is bad. It's emotionally detrimental to whoever gets cheated on, being the guy or the lady, right? But in this case, your question is, should she leave the man for cheating? And I think if every woman is leaving relationship because a man cheats on her, then we're going to have 60 to 70% of relationships that just don't work. Because the reality is, as a man, I'm telling you as a man, 60 to 70% of men who are capable of doing that will cheat. Period. That's just the fact. So if women are just leaving a relationship for cheating, and I don't think it depends on just what she wants from the man.
But don't you think that that would just mean that 60 to 70% of men need to be better men than opposed to you saying that women should stay and
Okay.
accept it?
Let me ask you this. To you, what is a better man?
A better
Is
man
it
is somebody that wouldn't betray me and put his penis inside of the women and come and get in my face. Like, you can say that men don't have any type of connection to sexual activity, their emotions are out of it, but it's still a merging of spirits of two people. Why would I want a
true?
man that goes and merges spirits with anybody that will allow him to do so? That's disgusting. So once again, that 60 to 70% of men have work to do then. They should always be left from cheating. And no woman would be at a negative if she were to leave a man like that, because you can very well see that the act of cheating is disrespectful, because even if a woman did what you said, she didn't become
Yeah,
emotionally connected to the man, she
yeah,
was prepared to be a side woman forever, you
yeah.
still would leave her because you would feel disrespected. I have no idea why you can't apply that disrespect to the woman and say, hey, this is equally as disrespectful and she shouldn't stay. You just made a whole bunch of excuses as to why that it's okay for a man to play in someone's face and disrespect them, but a woman is supposed to sit there and accept it. Because why? Because everybody's going to do it to her. That
No,
doesn't
no.
make sense.
I never said it was okay, and I never said a woman
I
should
mean,
accept.
if you say that
I
they should
said it
stay, Olu,
depends.
that's the
No, I
same
said
thing.
it depends. It depends
It
on
doesn't
what you
depend though. That's
want.
what I'm trying to get you to understand. Disrespect is disrespect because you only said that
Fact,
it depends when it comes to a woman.
fact.
You didn't give me that
Yeah,
same thing when it came to men. You
yeah.
said no,
Disrespect
they
is
should leave.
disrespect.
So why does
Yeah,
it depend when it
disrespect
comes to a woman?
is disrespect. But you have to realize that the reaction you have to your man cheating on you, right? Based on your experience, based on how you feel about the situation, it's not the same way another woman will feel about it. And let me tell you something,
Okay,
yeah.
Olu,
A
I'm
lot of
gonna hold on,
times,
stop. And then I'm gonna let Chalotam talk to you. I want you to
yeah,
understand something. I wouldn't presume to say what men think and what men feel. You know, I can have
yeah,
my own thoughts, but I wouldn't tell you what men think and what men feel because I'm not a man. You are, right? You
true,
saying
yeah,
that women feel this way, you don't know. You don't have a vagina, Olu. I can guarantee you that even if there are women that tolerate cheating because maybe they want to live wherever the man is living, or maybe they have financial
yeah,
things that they're getting,
yeah,
they don't like it. They don't want it to happen. They hate it. None of these women enjoy being
yeah,
treated that way, Olu. So why would you do
yeah,
something to your
true.
partner that you know that she doesn't want to be done to her? You don't love her if you do that. You actually hate her. Okay, go ahead, Chalotam.
No, I do.
Yeah,
All
thank you
right,
so
let
much.
Chilton
So,
talk.
when I usually come on the panel and I talk about African women's experiences with men, this is exactly what I'm talking about, because this man you've just come up here to say that You wouldn't accept a woman cheating on you, but you expect women to accept cheating from men simply because you think that there's something to be, had in that relationship. And then you made a comment saying, when you wake up and you go to work and you do such and such, you come from Nigeria. For God's sake, half of the population goes to work. You're a Yoruba man. Yoruba women are known to be industrious. I'm an Igbo woman. Igbo women are known to be industrious. Half of the population is working. I don't understand where you guys get this idea that just because you go to work and you provide that the women aren't doing the same thing. Most of our mothers are working. You go into open markets, the women selling vegetables, tomatoes, chicken, fish, everything. Those are women. Those are the people providing. They have time for their children. They make time to go to PTA meetings. They're working round the clock. So don't you think that they would even have more exposure to be able to cheat on their men rather than men do? Because I can go out today to anywhere in Nigeria or even here in the US, and I have a bunch of men trying to ask me for my number. We get so much male attention, but we don't use that as an excuse to be unfaithful in marriages. And then secondly, you guys always want to act like you're so logical or you're so superior, especially Nigerian men. You always want to act like you know everything, like you're better than women. But when it comes to this one thing of self-control, then all of a sudden you're just so susceptible to cheating and to not having any kind of self-control. Can't you see the cognitive dissonance in what you're talking about? It's very disrespectful for you to come up here and say, oh, it depends. For women, all of a sudden it depends. Well, if a woman cheats on a man, then he should leave. Are you even listening to yourself? Listen, we live in 2026. This is the 21st century. The mentality that your elders had or your ancestors had, it doesn't apply today. You only think women are capable of accepting cheating because most of our mothers were not able to leave their cheating husbands because they would be ostracized from society. They would be looked down on. They wouldn't have anywhere to go. They wouldn't have, work experience to get a new job, to have a new place to stay. That was the world of the old. You live in the new world. So you either wake up or you keep sleeping forever. And then you keep saying, oh, but that would mean that 70% of relationships should break. Okay, good. Why shouldn't that be a good thing? We should stop, getting with you or dating you if you're not able to keep your penis in your pants. So don't come up here and come and spew that nonsense Nigerian mentality. It doesn't work anymore. We're not your mothers. We didn't inherit the silence of our mothers. Okay? Oh.
All right, Chilota, you've spoken really well, and I like the way you articulate your words. But what I will say is this, yeah. I could easily have come up here and just say things to kind of go on with the flow. But like I said, I'd like to talk about things from a reality perspective. We're in the modern world, yeah.
But you're not talking in reality, though. You're talking like you're in pre-colonial Africa. That's what you're talking like. Most women are working. Most of us have our own money.
Most women are working. Let me tell you something. Yeah? Let me tell you something that I have seen. This is not the first time I've had conversations such as this. And even among us guys, I usually tell my guys, there are three things as a man. If you fail in these three areas and your girl cheats on you, for example, I support her. And we talk about this. And I said, number one is this. As a man, you shouldn't abuse your woman physically or emotionally. If you're the type of guy that abuses your woman physically or emotionally and she cheats on you, fine. I'm not saying cheating is good.
That's not, don't derail, no. Don't derail the conversation. We're not talking about physical abuse. We're talking strictly, we're talking strictly about whether or not a woman should stay if she's been cheated on. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about abuse. Don't derail the conversation. Don't do that. No, don't deflect.
I'm not deflecting. I'm just trying to get you to your point. So one of the guy raised a point and he said, look, I've cheated on my girl, right? And he confessed to her that he cheated, right? But here's the thing. She is the one that is not letting him go. And in as much as you women don't like to admit this truth, a lot of times in a cheating relationship, it's the woman that is not willing to let go.
And that's what we're saying. We're saying that the woman should go because a lot of you lack discipline. That's what we're saying. What's not clicking? I don't
What's you're putting it down right to we lack
Yeah,
discipline in
you know what?
love.
I think what you're doing is
But
you're trying to use women that are willing to stay as a metric of the fact that we should stay. Yes, me and Chilotem, I think I can speak for Chilotem here, acknowledge that there are women that will stay and they shouldn't stay. And we're saying that any woman that is being
yeah,
cheated on should absolutely leave a man for cheating, no matter what the reason is, no matter what he said,
yeah.
no matter what the excuse is, no matter if he said it's not emotional, he doesn't have any feelings, whatever. Oh, he's just cheating with random escorts or ladies of the night. We're saying we don't care. When every circumstance, a woman should leave. So
Yeah,
absolutely, there are women that will stay, but as long as there are women like Chilotam that are here speaking up about this, especially to her community of women, then maybe more and more women will listen, and then more and more Nigerian women will leave and not stay and accept these things. That's what we're saying. It should never be tolerated.
exactly. So now you're speaking straight. So it should not be like, should a man leave a man for cheating? That means you're opening up for discussion, right? Then it's different from you saying a woman should definitely leave if a man cheats, right?
What are you
So
even?
This
your
What?
question, your
this is a
question, you're
question. This
leaving.
was
You
a
should,
question for women, Olu.
yeah.
This was never a question for men. Well, you came up here and I let you come up here because I knew you were going to say
And
something
that's
crazy.
good.
But
And that's
this was
good.
for women. Should a woman leave? The answer was always yes. It was always yes. I only asked the question for women to come up to give their perspectives so that we can always speak life into whatever woman is coming up here that may believe that she should stay. So that we can say, hey, sister, no, leave, 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 leave. It was never to have a thing about why women should stay in some certain circumstance. I think you maybe misunderstood our intent and purpose.
Okay, so but this is what I'm saying from a man's perspective, yeah, and I know like it's not a ground of which resonates with what you guys are actually talking about, but I'm gonna say this, yeah. I know it's easy to just say women should just leave if a man cheats, right? But the truth is, it's not always 100%.
Okay, so is
Oh,
it
but
easy for a man to
but it
leave?
was easy. But it
And
was
I
Is it
don't
easy for
easy
think
you
for
it
a
to
man to
say
should
leave
men
a
shouldn't
woman?
be.
stay, though. It was
It
easy for you
shouldn't
to say
be.
men shouldn't stay when they're cheated on. So why isn't it easy in this situation, in this case, when the roles are reversed?
Okay, good. Thank you for
And
saying that.
please hurry up. I don't like the way you're taking too long to answer the questions. You're
Yes, can
saying too many
Kalandra
things to say
go?
nothing.
The
Olu,
only
Yeah,
thing
because
I'll
Kalandra
do.
had the
basically, I
question
wanted to
too.
All
ask
right,
him a question.
I'll
I
keep it short
wanted
and
to ask
sweet.
you a question though, Olu. I got a question for you, right? You
All
said
right.
that if a woman leave, first of all, I wanted to clarify. You said that women are emotional. Y'all gotta stop thinking that the only emotion that women can have is crying. Men commit. Now I don't know
No,
how it is
that's
in your country, but in America, men commit the most violent crimes. They commit the most crimes. Anger is an emotion. Men are emotional. Crying is not the only emotion. Men are more emotional than women. And so when you said that a woman should leave for cheating, if she feels like, what was your, I think you said something along the lines, if I'm wrong, correct me, if she feel like the man isn't fulfilling her. If a woman breaks up with you because you cheated on her, you broke her heart, and she feels like nothing else matters because you broke her heart. Like, are y'all okay? When a person gets cheated on, when you have the act to go out here and have no control and be messing with other women, if that woman leaves you, it's obviously because you didn't fulfill her, because you took that and you built it with somebody else. Like, are y'all okay?
What's your question?
Kalandra.
My question for him is that if a woman, his reasoning, I guess my question was about his reasoning, because when you was asking him, should you leave a man for cheating, which I personally don't feel like you really should speak on women as a man, because you're not a woman, you're a man. And my thing is with like the double standard, when you made the comment of, my question for you is maybe not really a question but a response, is that you kept saying that if she's not fulfilled, if she's not this, if she not that, if he cheating on her, how could she be fulfilled?
Okay. So the truth is, I'm struggling to get what your exact question is. Like, what
Oh, I
exactly are
think
you
she's just
asking?
saying that a lot of the things that you said didn't really make any sense because you said like,
Okay.
what should the woman stay like you preface it by saying if he's doing all of these other things for her and he's fulfilling her in every way, but it's kind of like he isn't because he's cheating. There's no way a cheating man is going to fulfill a woman wholeheartedly, because men aren't even able to focus like that. That's the reason why men most of the time get found out for cheating, because their energy and dedication to that relationship goes down to where the woman sees something isn't right there. So once again, why would a woman stay and she's not getting what she needs and she's being cheated on? You get what I mean? And I really wish that you wouldn't.
I get what you mean, and I'm still saying it again, right? I know from a woman's perspective, I'm not a woman yet, and I'm not going to speak. But what I'll say is this: in reality, in life, is this: it's not 100%. You are saying every woman should leave a guy because she caught the man cheating, and I'm saying it's not 100% because it depends, and it actually depends because
Olu, hold
there
on.
are situations.
Olu, hold
Wait.
on.
Can I finish?
Do you know the
There are
meaning of the word
situations
should?
where
Do you understand the meaning of the word should? Because should is referring to what is expected, what should be done.
Yeah, what is expected?
So why are you
to be
saying
done?
it's not always 100%? We know it's not 100% that women leave when they are cheated on, but we are
I'm not
saying
talking
that they
about the
should
actual
leave.
leaving.
It's English.
I'm not saying it
I'm so
shouldn't
confused
be.
right now.
I know exactly what and that's what I'm saying myself. It shouldn't be 100% for you to say a woman should leave a man because he cheated. That does not mean I am defending.
Okay, so tell me in what
for
ways that
cheating.
should the woman stay?
We've already established the fact
Okay.
that cheating is bad. Plain
So
simple.
in what
That's obviously
stages should the woman stay, Olu? Like, give me some scenarios in which you think that the woman should stay.
The reason why I'm saying that is because relationships are deeper than that. And some relationships are deeper than just the woman going out and meeting another man or the man going out and meeting another woman. So that's why I say it depends on the relationship you have with the person. Every relationship is
Okay,
different. Every
Olu, so let me
relationship
ask you a
have
question with
what
that.
makes them tick.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let me ask you with that. So since that's I'm gonna take you for what you said. So then wouldn't it then tell me why there isn't a certain circumstance for you? Is there a certain circumstance for you where a woman could cheat on you and you would stay? Because you would say, look, we have this relationship, we have this thing going on, just like you said for the woman. So is there a way that you will stay too after you've been cheated on because of a certain situation?
Yeah, I'm going to answer you, and I'm going to say yes. There are situations where certain men stay in a relationship where they found out their women
I
are
mean
cheating.
you. I don't mean them,
For
I mean
me,
you. Yes.
like knowing the kind of man that I am, there's no way I'm staying with a cheating woman. Period.
Okay, so have you ever cheated yourself, or would you? Olu, have you ever cheated yourself, or would you?
I have cheated in a relationship. Yes, I have.
Okay, so if she had cheated on you in kind, in response, would she be wrong?
I have been cheated on as well.
Okay. All right, I got you. All right, I'm gonna keep going then. So I'm at least I'm glad that happened to you. I'm glad you got cheated on. Because you deserve it. All right, so let me keep going. Next up, you go ahead, you go ahead, sis.
Hi, Trig. It's good to see you. I actually watched the video on YouTube, the Joey Bada and Serayah. Can y'all hear me? My network kind of going in and out.
Oh no, I can hear you. I can hear you, sis. I cut your timer on. I can hear you.
All right. Men like Olu, a lot of times, like, I have conversations with African men because I'm an African woman myself, and it's this backward way of thinking. Like, don't you ever question what's wrong with Africa, and then you talk to people and trying to find out the way they think? It's so backwards. You're coming here admitting to be a cheater and also getting cheated on back. You're coming here telling us that women should stay depending on the situation. There is no depending on the situation. Women should always leave when they're cheated on, because if he did it, he would do it again. He would keep doing it. So I don't know why you're coming here. You're not even giving us situations where a woman shouldn't leave. You're just saying, oh, there are situations where she shouldn't leave. What are those situations? What are the situations that women shouldn't leave when they're getting cheated on? If a man cheats on you, he has no respect for you at all. Or if a woman cheats on you, they have no respect for you. So I don't know why you should stay in this double standard of a man should leave, but a woman, no, you should stay because women are so sacred. And some of y'all use religion on why people should stay or why people should leave or why a man should just do whatever the hell they want, but they should marry a virgin. But you're not even living in the ways of the Bible. The same rules that is given to women in the Bible is literally given to the man. Saving yourself before marriage. So these double standards that we have going on within Africa is honestly mind-blowing to me. And that's why we need feminism. Thank you.
All right, I got you. I got you.
Can I answer a question? She asked me a question, right? Now, and I think I answered this at the beginning of the conversation. I'm saying, depending on the situation, and the situation depends on what the woman wants from the relationship. And you all can agree with me that it's not every woman who is out there looking to be with a man that is going to be faithful to only her.
Okay, I have to stop you right there, Olu. That's not true. Every woman is looking for a man to be faithful. The only thing is that women believe, a lot of women are brainwashed to believe that is not possible, that is not going to happen. And there are some women that desperately want a man regardless. And it could be because they feel like they cannot financially stand on their own 2 feet, or because they really feel like having a man defines them and it makes them a woman by having a man by their side, where they will be willing to swallow these things and accept these things and be like, oh, well, this is the only way I'm going to have a man is by accepting a cheater or a man that's constantly disloyal. And I really wish that people would look deeper, men like yourself would look deeper into cheating. Cheating is not just the act of intercourse. Cheating is an act of betrayal. Smiling in someone's face, lying to them, normally talking negatively about them to the other woman, risking their life and their health, because even if you use protection, there are diseases that you can get simply from skin to skin contact, even while using a condom or things like that. You're risking your partner's health and safety. You're jeopardizing their emotional, because now the woman is comparing herself and saying, what is wrong with me? Why isn't he happy with me? There are a lot of things that go into it. So I don't know why you're making it like it's just an act, a physical act. There are a lot of other things involved in cheating and a man actively having intercourse with other women. And it's scary to me that you see how much it is a violation to someone because you wouldn't allow it to happen to you. But for some reason, when it comes to women, we have to have these discussions about, well, in this scenario, that scenario, this scenario, it's okay to do it. She wants it to happen. You have never had any deep conversations with women that have been cheated on, that have accepted cheating and said, hey, let's get to the root of this. Do you really like this? Do you really want this to happen? In your heart of hearts, if you could be with the man that was the man of your dreams, that was taking care of you, that was faithful to you, would you want that? You haven't had those type of conversations with women to even be a speaker or a voice for women.
My bestie is a woman, right? And we've known each other for 10 years. And I've
Your
seen
bestie is a woman that you either have had intercourse with or you want to have intercourse with. A man of your character is not going to be talking to any woman that he doesn't have intentions on having some type of inappropriate sexual relationship with, or you've already had it. And now y'all, the mystery is gone and now you guys are able to speak. So even the term bestie.
No, look, I'm not going to come here and be fake. Yeah, she's the only one among my female friends that I would look at her and not want to have intercourse with, even though she's damn gorgeous, right? And I've seen her through a divorce and 1 or 2 bad relationships, but I have had these conversations with women. And
so
this is I can tell you, like,
if she asked you today and she said, Olu, I'm having a rough time with this. I'm extremely horny, Olu. Do you think that you could scratch that itch for me? Would you say no or yes?
No, obviously.
Okay, so if she tried to seduce you, she touched you, she kissed you, she said, please, Olu, this will be just this day, nothing else, never again, we'll still be friends. I don't have any ties to you. Can we do something?
She just left 2 weeks ago. She just spent 2 weeks with me in Cyprus.
Yes or no? I'm sure she didn't try anything. I said, if she tried something.
It's a no. Like she sent me
I don't
snaps.
believe you. Somebody that doesn't
Why
have
not? Why is it so
self-control,
hard to believe? It's
because the
simple.
reason why it's so hard to believe is because a cheater lacks character. You've already cheated. You're advocating for cheaters actively now, which means that you don't have any character. You don't have any moral fiber. The person that you are inside is corrupt and rotten. So you're not
No,
going to make me believe that you are an altruistic gentleman, because I don't believe that, because you've already represented yourself
no.
to not have any moral character. Because any
Can
man
I
that would
respond
come
to
up and
that?
say the things that you have said is not
Can
a
I
moral person, is not a good
can
person,
can
is
I
not a
respond
good
to
man.
that?
Can I
Can I
say
respond
something
to
real
that?
Yeah,
quick?
when I'm finished.
Can I have a
Yeah, go
minute
ahead,
to
Brown Sugar.
can I
I
have
just
a
want to
minute to
say
respond to that?
the ladies are
Like
drained and worn out from hearing this dude.
Y'all don't want to, do you guys want me to drop him? Do y'all want to talk to him anymore? Y'all drop a yes if y'all want me to talk to him some more in the chat, or no if you don't.
I think it's
Y'all let me
important to
know.
go.
If y'all, yes if y'all want me to drop him. What did I say, y'all? Yes if y'all want me to drop him. Which one was it? I don't even remember, y'all. Brown Sugar, what was it? I said yes or no.
Yes, if you want to drop. No, if you want to keep them.
Okay, so yes if you want me to drop him, no if y'all want me to keep him. Okay, so y'all, wow, it's a lot of no's. Y'all really want to hear this man. Okay, well, right now I got more no's than yeses. So y'all actually, somebody said yes then. All right. Let me count it again. Let me count it again. Olu, you gotta wait to speak, because I gotta see if these ladies want me to drop you. All right, so 1 yes. All right, 2 yeses, 1 no, 2 no's,
They're
3
bullying me to
no's.
say
Vicky
yes.
changed her. Nope. Vicky changed her no to yes. So that's 4. So we got 4, 3. Then we got 4, 4 now. Then we got 5. Y'all got, it's equal right now. 5. Then we got 6, 7. Dang. Okay. It's more yeses now than no's. So you gotta go, Olu. Have a great day. Appreciate you and your conversation. I think it's really great to see men's perspective. Now I know that there may be slightly cultural differences with Olu and, like, let's say an American man, but to be honest with y'all, when people talk about the differences, I don't think that there are too many differences, to be honest with you, because I think that men everywhere believe that they should be able to treat women in a certain way, and they don't want to be treated that way themselves. I think that's literally global. So, yeah, so I don't even really know how much there's a cultural difference there. Chilotea might be a better person to explain that, or maybe say yay or nay, because she's lived in both places. But it's not like I don't see Dusties like that here in America.
Yeah,
Because
that's
I
what
do.
I usually see some African American women and they say, "Oh, we don't want to date Black American women because African men are providers." This is what you have to deal with. Like they think because they're providing, they have the right to cheat. And the person I'm dating right now, he's Black American and he's nothing like this, of course, but there's a lot of cultural similarities. I think to me the only difference is maybe our accents or our food, but as far as like how we grew up, the shows we watched and family values, we're very similar. So so that's why gosh, I had to go at him because this is what we have to deal with. Like this is how most of them are. I would even, venture to say that maybe Black American men are somewhat more progressive than African men in general. Like this is what we're dealing with. It's ridiculous. But yeah.
All right. I appreciate you, Chilotem, because I know Chilotem is more knowledgeable in that area, and I always like to listen to people that actually know what they're talking about. Contrary to Olu, who swears that he knows everything about women because he has a bestie. And the fact that he even said that, like, I just didn't even believe anything that he was saying regarding that. But I could tell Brown Sugar was tired. She didn't want to hear nothing else. Brown Sugar just said, let me get these votes up here, and we about to get this man up out of here. But oh my goodness, y'all, I'm about to wrap this up though. But I'm gonna go up here to Vicky first, and then I'm gonna let all of you ladies say something before we get out of here. Go ahead, Vicky.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. Hi, everybody. So I'm an African that lives in Sweden. But I just wanted to say, like, almost all the men in my family, they think like that guy, Olu, what's his name? Um, so it's very common to have that mindset as an African man, unfortunately. And also, I wanted to say something regarding cheating. Like, I agree with everybody here, except from him, that you shouldn't allow or accept cheating because it's a form of lying. And in a relationship, you should never accept lying. Lying is actually dangerous. And also, like, if someone cheats on you, like, people are crazy nowadays, like they will put you in dangerous situations by cheating. Like, maybe if like the side chick will come after you and try to hurt you or something like that, so it's very like dangerous as well. And just being in a relationship with someone that is able to lie to your face, like, a relationship should be built on trust. So if you can't trust, or if the trust is broken, then there's no like point in having a relationship with that person. Because for myself, I would never be with someone I don't trust, because I want the other person to have his own life, and I don't want to be worried where he is or what he does. Like, yeah, so that's my point of view.
All right. I got you, Vicky. And I just wanted to say, I see you in the comments, Olu. I find that when you have somebody with piss poor character, they generally will put that character on everybody, which is why he can't comprehend that there may be some women not dealing with cheating or not accepting cheating, because if it's inside of you and your circle, you can't conceptualize anything else because that's your reality. So if you are a low life cheating bum and that's how you live your life, then it's like you can't conceptualize the idea of being a good man because it's not something that resides in you. You can't fathom it. It's the same how, you get group think because, or you get like an echo chamber or whatever, because the only people that are surrounding you are people with your own thoughts and your own thought process. So it's hard to think about something outside of that because that's what you're surrounded with. And I think that that's also a big problem that we have, is that we have, so with social media, we have so many men that are not men. They're only men in name only and have piss poor character and even poor morals. They all are able to congregate with each other about how horrible they are. And eventually that becomes their reality, and they can't conceive anything outside of that. And then if they are able to conceive something outside of that, where they see a man that challenges their thought on morality, or like, wait a minute, this guy has some morals and I don't. Normally what they do is they shame those men. Those are the men that they call simps and punks and say, hey, why are you doing this? You don't have to be faithful to her. You can cheat on her. You can do this, that, and the third, because they don't want their reality to be challenged. Because to see a man that is acting in a way that is against what they are acting is almost a way of shaming them. Because it's like, oh my gosh, like I'm seeing this guy do something that I could never do. So instead of changing and being a better individual, I would rather shame this man and bring him down to my level and have him engage in the activities that I do, so that I can feel better about the fact that I can't be a decent human being. So, that's something that we have to think about. And you know what, Olu, you did defend cheating. Yes, you did. And the reason why you defended cheating is because anytime we have a thing where you say it depends, that's a defense, because you're saying that in certain scenarios, it's okay. And once again, in no scenario is it okay. And once again, you saw that there was no way that you would ever do it. There's no way that you felt like anytime a woman cheat on you, you're out of here, right? So you realize that it's disgusting behavior. You just feel like it's a disgusting behavior that women should tolerate. And that's where you messed up at. But anyway, Let me just keep going. I'm gonna let everybody else finish. I'll start all of you guys' timers. I'll give y'all all 3 minutes. Go ahead. I'll start from the bottom. I mean, Vicky already spoke, and then I'll go down. You have anything else to say, you?
Yes, ma'am. So I think the difference between, because I'm African, I think the difference is also that America is progressed in its thinking. Sometimes I can question that progression, but there are some progressive values that I agree and that I really like about America or a lot of progressed countries. And that is something that is kind of lacking in Africa, because I, as an African, I obviously spend my daily life with Africans. I live with my family. I also know other African people, and we talk about values and morals, and there are a lot of ways of thinking that our people have that I feel like is not progressing our countries at all or helping. For example, like the cutting of kids' hair, like go to school, little girls getting their hair cut, little boys, the lack of free will that is given to our people, maybe the children or the adults. Little black boys can't grow their hair, look as weird. Little black girls gotta cut their hair before go to school, cutting it. That is so weird. And they're saying that, oh, it's because it's going to get in the way of their prosperity. But even though the lack of prosperity for many people is not even by little girls growing their hair to do their beautiful school with, or little boy have free will to what's going to do on top of his head. It literally caused by the government or men are looking to help and come here and try to possess and
Sis, you're
tell
breaking up a little bit.
can who just can okay, I'm sorry. Oh,
All right. I got you. I got you. You. All right. I'm gonna go next to. Actually, I'm gonna go to Sierra. Who sent a request. I'll give you
okay.
3 minutes, sis, because I'm about to wrap this up. Oh, what you say, you? Yeah, I can't. Can y'all hear her, or can y'all hear me? Oh no.
We can hear you, but I can't hear you. I can hear her,
Oh,
like
okay.
on the panel. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So I'm gonna go. Sierra, you here? I'll restart your timer because it took off like 30 seconds. Are you there, Sierra? May? Sierra May? Okay, maybe she like requested by mistake. So I'll drop her. Okay, so I'm gonna go next to Kalandra, and then I'll let Chilotem finish it off. Since a fellow Nigerian was there, I feel like she should get the last say today. All right, go ahead, Kalandra.
I just wanted to say that women, we need to get on code better. It's sad that women came in here and basically said that all men cheat and that men are not faithful. You know what I'm saying? Some women justify talking about some breed fruitful and multiply. I don't know why when y'all go out here and have all them kids, that's what you think that meant. But I'm telling you that that's your third grade reading level, because that's not what he meant when he said be fruitful and multiply. He did not mean go out here and just have kids like they some type of a phone case collection. If, like I keep saying, at the end of the day, if you don't leave this live and take nothing with you, take this. Men do to women because women are not on code. When you have women like Empress, and Empress, I'm talking to you. You need to raise your standards, because if you had standards that were a little higher, you probably would have a man. Men treat women like that because y'all are not on code. Like I keep saying, a man, Older was just on the panel. He said that it's reasons why women should stay. He, as a man, would never stay with a woman that cheats on her. A lot of men that probably have cheated on you, I promise you this. If he was so comfortable with cheating, if all men cheated, if you cheated on him, he would be out the door. You wouldn't even have a chance to say you were sorry. Women need to work on loving themselves and getting higher self-esteem and start valuing themselves more. Because when you're desperate to have a man, you think that having a man is a prize, you are going to be in a situation that you're not going to be able to get yourself out of. And with the way that sexually transmitted diseases are running around here, I would not, as a woman, I just wouldn't be allowing a man to make me believe that all men cheated. And this is the thing, right? When you as a woman and you have the ideology to accept whatever from men, why is being by yourself never an option? Why do you accept getting played, getting treated any kind of way? Why is being by yourself never an option? Y'all have to work on your self-esteem and confidence, because when you have no confidence, a man is going to treat you any kind of way. And the problem is that these men can go out here and do stuff to you that will really affect you. I want to use this anecdotal story. My son's grandmother, she has hive. She got it because her husband was out here cheating on her with sex workers back in the day, and she decided to take him back. That woman has hive because she decided that after he was paying for sex with workers, that she wanted to be back with him. Now you have a disease that can't be cured. Love yourself. Work on yourself.
I think that's a powerful message, Kalandra, for sure. Please don't let that be you, ladies. Don't listen to Olu. Like, cheating should always be a deal breaker. Every single solitary time. There is no it depends. Okay, go ahead, Chilotam.
Well, I just wanted to say, sorry, I sound like I'm laughing because I just got done laughing when you said don't listen to Olu. I want to say thank you so much for this platform. I know that, your platform is more focused on Black American women, which is understandable, but I really do appreciate the sisterhood that we have, and just being able to come together, share experiences with other women, and build, something like a friendship, or just have that's, I don't want to say family because that's so deep, but you know what I mean. Just that connection with other women, and how we can share experiences and reinforce these messages, because sometimes it kind of gets, or how do I say this now? Like, it goes over your head to some extent, because it's like you've heard it so many times, but just reminding ourselves of having high standards and not accepting less, and making sure that, we preserve ourselves, because this is self-preservation, in my opinion. So I really do appreciate you ladies, and I appreciate the space, and thank you so much for having me up. And yes, don't listen to men like Olu. This is just a side note, okay? If you're dating an African man, make sure you question him on things like this, because it's not just him you may have to deal with. You're going to have to deal with his family members. You're going to have to deal with, the women in his family who may or may not be pick-me's. So in my country, we say shine your eyes. Shine your eyes means like, you need to look out for yourself. You need to be careful. So everybody, please shine your eyes. Thank you.
No problem, no problem. And you know that I love you, Chilotam. I really love to hear your perspective. I love the fact that you oftentimes talk about your Nigerian culture and heritage in order to help and advise women. And I think it's great. I welcome all Black women across the diaspora here to give their experiences, because we're all from different places and different walks of life. And then, in America, it's a melting pot. So you have so many different Black people across the diaspora here. And we all need, advice and all of those things, and experiences and all of that. And it's always going to be easier to hear and intake information from somebody that understands your experience. And if, like, you're a Nigerian woman, or you're a Nigerian woman living in the States, of course, it's going to be even more informative to talk to a fellow sister that is going to understand the dynamics of, not only American culture, but also the intersectionality of Nigerian culture along with that. So I think it's just great that we can have all of you beautiful Black queens here. And I appreciate y'all, and I love all of y'all. And I really, really, really mean that for real. And the ladies that come up here all the time and talk to me, like, Miss Gabrielle, Miss Calandra, Miss Chilotam, My mind is going blank on all the ladies that are here all the time, but also the beautiful ladies that are always in the chat talking, like, oh, and also Miss Brown Sugar, if I didn't say her. I really appreciate y'all uplifting. I appreciate y'all words. I be thinking about y'all. Matter of fact, I gotta hit up Miss D and Miss Carmel, because I gotta figure out what if they're okay, because I haven't seen either of them in a while. But I really love all of y'all, and I
Simply
really mean
Carmel,
that.
she said that she be working a lot.
Oh
That's
yeah,
why
she
she
did
said
say that. She did say that. But still, like, if she just be gone, I just still drop a line, just because even when it comes to Miss Monica, Miss Soline, you know, she be saying the same thing. But I still be thinking about y'all. Like, I really, really, really do. I just wanted to say I love y'all. Anybody listen to this, if you're a black woman, know that you are blessed. You are beautiful. You are queenly. You are intelligent. You are elegant. You are all of that and then some. And make sure that you, if you are going to engage with men, you make sure if a man is not going to treat you like the royal precious jewel that you are, that he needs to get up out of here. Okay? So I love y'all, and I'll see y'all later.